Hello dear students, I am V. Kiran Kumar. So, I am basically a GATE expert faculty. I have more than 10 years of exclusive GATE experience and overall 20 years of teaching experience. With all this experience, I am standing before you to discuss or to teach this wonderful subject called machine design. This is one of the most important subjects of mechanical engineering exclusively. And design is always a challenging field. One who is very strong in design will be aspiring for some wonderful careers in future. Design is all in all, it's a challenging field, it's a dynamic field, it's a very interesting one also because we'll be dealing with many practical components. So if we look at the syllabus of this particular subject, machine design generally carries on an average of 6 to 8 marks. So from the scoring point of view also, this is very important. Subject point of view, I need not mention this once again, this is very important subject. If you look at the syllabus, design against static loading, the first one. See, most of the machine components, they are subjected to both static loads as well as the dynamic loads. So we need to design the components against the static loading. In the design against static loading, we will be discussing about simple stresses. Of course, simple stresses is something we exclusively deal with the machine components, and we discuss about combined stresses, static theories of failure, and then we come into this design against dynamic loading. This is very practical. Most of the components, they are subjected to variable loads along with the static loads. So here we deal with the variable stresses. We also deal with this fatigue theories of failure, and we discuss about the stress concentration. So all in all, this particular part is the fundamentals or the foundation. This is the foundation part. So this is foundation for the subject, and from the previous experience, many questions from this foundation, we observe many questions coming in GATE examination because there is so much of scope for them to test you in these areas, because there is lot of scope for them to test you here. So my point is, you are getting many questions previously from this foundation part. Then we come into the application. Whatever the foundation that is laid, whatever the basics we studied, we apply them to the actual components. So first we start with joints. In the joints, we have the riveted joints, bolted joints, and welded joints. So this is a permanent joint, welded joint is a permanent joint. We deal with one temporary joint. So riveted joints is an area where it's so important because there are so many things to be discussed in riveted joints. Of course, the joints where you have to apply your design skills. Then we come into this very interesting gears. Then we come into these bearings. In the bearings, we have these sliding contact bearings, rolling contact bearings. Then we deal with the clutches, brakes, springs, and shafts. All the components which we see in daily life, these are all very popular, very familiar, and that's the reason this subject is very interesting also. And then this is all the GATE part. This is all the GATE. So if you look at the GATE and IES syllabus or ESE syllabus, 95%, almost 98% is similar, same. The only one topic that is extra in ESE is the flywheel design. Previously we were having quarter joints, couplings, and all these things were there, but recently only flywheel design is the extra topic here. So this is all the GATE part, this is the IES part, ESE part. So if you ask me to suggest the books, there are many wonderful books here. So I suggest some of the books here. Machine Design by Norton and Machine Design by Shigley, McGraw-Hill Publications. Machine Design by V.N. Bhandari is our Indian author, McGraw-Hill Publications. Machine Design by Pandya and Shah. Many books are there. So these are some of the books I am suggesting. All in all, my point is, this is very interesting, exciting, and very practical subject. So I am so privileged to teach this subject to you with all my experience. Thank you.